Hello friends, in this video I am going to discuss some special type of points where the curve crosses the tangent. These special points on the curve are called points of inflection. For example, if I consider this curve y is equal to x cube, then graph of this function is of this form. From this graph we note that first point we note from the graph or we observe from the graph is x-axis is tangent at the point 0 0. First thing we note from the graph is that x-axis is the tangent at the point 0 0. Second thing is that the curve which lies above x-axis on the right of the origin and the curve which lies below y-axis on the left of the origin crosses the tangent at 0 0. First thing is that x-axis is the tangent at the point 0 0. Second thing, the curve which lies above x-axis, below x-axis, above x-axis on the right of the origin and below x-axis on the left of the origin. This is right of the origin, left of the origin, crosses the tangent at the point x-axis. Means at this point is my point of inflection where my curve crosses the tangent. This is points of inflection. So we come to the definition of point of inflection. A point where a curve crosses the tangent is known as point of inflection. On the curve. This is the definition of point of inflection. Where a curve crosses a tangent is known as point of inflection. If my curve does not cross the tangent, then in that case I will have two types of possibilities. Either the curve will lie above the tangent or below the tangent. Okay, in case a curve does not cross the tangent at a point, then in that case we have two possibilities. Either the curve will lie above tangent or below the tangent. We have two possibilities. Either the curve will lie above the tangent or below the tangent. Okay. Now, first type of possibility is there is a portion of curve on both sides of P. P is my point on the curve. On both sides of P, however small it may be, which lies above the tangent at P, that is towards that is towards positive direction of y-axis, positive direction of y-axis. That is, if my curve is of this form, if this is my curve, this is a point P and this is the tangent at point P, then if there is a portion of a curve on both sides of P, that is on the left hand side of the P also and on the right hand side of the P, if I take very small portion, very small, if I take this kind of portion, then clearly from the graph it is clear that this lies above the tangent or in the positive direction of y-axis, positive direction of y-axis. In this case, curve is said to be concave upwards, or I can also say curve is convex downwards, at P. Okay, this is the definition of concave upwards, or I can also say curve is convex downwards at the point P. Same way I have the second type. If there is a portion, second type, there is a portion of curve on both sides of P, however small it may be, which lies below the tangent at P. That is towards the negative direction of y-axis, That is, my curve is of this form. Then, and this is my point P, this is the tangent at P. Then it is clear that if I take any portion on the curve on both sides of P, then it is clear from the graph that this portion of the curve lies below the tangent, means towards a negative direction of y-axis. In this case, curve is said to be concave downwards, or convex upwards at the point P. This is the definition. If a curve crosses a tangent at a point, then that point is called the point of inflection. If it does not crosses the tangent, then we may have two types of possibilities. Either the curve will lie above the tangent, in that case curve is said to be concave upwards at the point P, or convex downwards at the point P. If curve lies below the tangent at that point, then curve is said to be concave downwards or convex upwards at the point P. Okay. Next, we note if a portion of curve is said to be concave upwards or downwards, if it is concave upwards or downwards, concave upwards or downwards at every point thereof. Means if it is at concave upwards or concave downwards at each and every point of the curve, then we say the curve is, or the portion of the curve is concave upwards or downwards. Okay, if it is concave upwards or downwards at every point thereof. Next point is at a point of inflection. At a point of inflection, the curve changes from concavity upwards to concavity downwards. Concavity upwards to concavity downwards, or vice versa. At the point of inflection, curve changes its nature from concavity upwards to concavity downwards, or vice versa. That is from concavity downwards to concavity downwards. Downwards to upwards, sorry. Now let us consider some examples to understand this concavity upwards and concavity downwards and points of inflection. To understand this, consider some examples. Y is equal to sin x. There is a method to determine the points of inflection and to determine concavity upwards and concavity downwards in terms of derivatives. But in this video, I am going to discuss this in the form of graph. And in my next video, I am going to discuss the concavity and points of inflection in terms of second derivatives. Okay. We consider this function y is equal to sin x in the interval minus 2 pi, 2 pi. Let us plot this graph. First, we give some values to x from minus 2 pi to 2 pi. Minus 2 pi, minus 3 pi by 2, minus pi by 2, 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2 and 2 pi. At minus 2 pi, 0, pi 0, minus pi 0, 0, 0, 0 here. At minus 3 pi by 2, sine value is 1. At minus pi by 2, its value is minus 1. At pi by 2, its value is 1. And at 3 pi by 2, its value is minus 1. Okay. Now let us plot this graph. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one. This is pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2 and 2 pi, minus pi by 2, minus pi, minus 3 pi by 2 and minus 2 pi. When x is minus 2 pi, y is 0. At minus 3 pi by 2, its value is 1. Minus pi is 0. And at minus pi by 2, its value is 1. At point 0, its value is 0. At pi by 2, its value is 1. At pi, 0. At this point, this is minus 1 and this. That means graph is of this form. Graph is of this form in the interval minus 2 pi and 2 pi. Now from the graph we see that if I take this portion of the graph, then if I take any point and make a tangent, then the graph lies below the tangent. if I consider this portion of the graph and make a tangent at any point, then the portion of the curve will lie above the tangent, here it is below the tangent, again here below the tangent, and here it is above the tangent. If I take any point here, then graph will be above the tangent. Therefore, at this point below the tangent, at this point we have concave downwards. Same way here, concave downwards, and here concave upwards, and same way here it's concave upwards by definition in terms of tangents. Okay, that means now we write the interval where it is concave upwards and where it is concave downwards. Okay, now concave upwards, concave upwards, concave upwards in the interval minus pi 0 and pi 2 pi, and concave downwards in the interval minus 2 pi minus pi and 0 pi. And points of inflection are given by minus pi 0, 0 0 and pi 0. This is how we have to find the concave upwards, interval of concave upwards and concave downwards, and also the points of inflection. Now next we consider the curve y is equal to cos x in the interval minus 2 pi and 2 pi. Let us understand this concept of concavity upwards and downwards for this curve y is equal to cos x. Let us plot this graph of this function. Minus 2 pi minus 3 pi by 2 minus pi by 2 0 pi by 2 pi 3 pi by 2 and 2 pi. Okay, now at this value is 1 0 minus 1 0 1 0 minus 1 0 and 1. Okay, now plot this graph. 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Let this be 1 and this will be minus 1. This is pi by 2 pi 3 pi by 2 2 pi minus pi by 2 minus pi minus 3 pi by 2 and minus 2 pi. At minus 2 pi value is 1. Here it is 0, here it is minus 1 and 0 here. Then this pi by 2 again 0, pi minus 1, 3 pi by 2 0 and 2 pi it is 1. Therefore graph is of this form. Graph is of this form. Okay, now here graph below the tangent. If I make a tangent here, graph is below the tangent. This is where curve is concave downwards, and this is the portion where curve is concave upwards, and same where this is also where curve is concave upwards. Okay, from the graph it is clear. Now write the interval concave upwards in minus 3 pi by 2 minus pi by 2 minus 3 pi by 2 to minus pi by 2 and pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2 and pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2 and concave downwards in this interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Okay, and points of inflection are this point, concavity upwards to concavity downwards, here concavity downwards to concavity upwards. Okay, these are the points of inflection. Now points of inflection are given by points of inflection also points of inflection are minus 3 pi by 2 0 minus pi by 2 0 pi by 2 0 and 3 pi by 2 0. Okay, these are the points of inflection of the curve y is equal to cos x in the interval minus 2 pi. Next, I consider the curve y is equal to ex, exponential curve. Now, graph of this exponential function is of the form this, and it is clear from the graph that if I take any point on this curve and make a tangent, then my curve or portion of the curve will lie above the tangent everywhere. If I take point here, if I take any point anywhere, then make a tangent, then the curve will lie above that tangent, and therefore by definition it is concave upwards everywhere. By definition, this is concave upwards everywhere. Same way, if I have the curve y is equal to log x, if I have this function, then make a graph, and graph of this function is of this form. Then if I take any point here and make a tangent, then the curve will lie below the tangent at every point. That means by definition it is concave downwards everywhere. Means my exponential function is concave upwards everywhere, and my logarithmic function, log function, is concave downwards everywhere. From the graph it is clear. Okay, that's it for this video, and I'm going to discuss concavity upwards and concavity downwards in terms of second order derivative. There is a working rule to find the points of inflection and concavity upwards and downwards. That will be discussed in my next video. That's it for this video. If you have any queries or any suggestions, please write to me in the comment box. Thank you.